Good evening and welcome viewers, ladies and gentlemen, to MATCHFIT Entertainment's live coverage of Supercars NZ's Allport V8 Supercar Summer Series. Yes, it is MATCHFIT Entertainment and it is a Tuesday night, so of course we're going to be back with the Supercars NZ boys with obviously support from MATCHFIT Entertainment, GAMAFLARE, broadcast on delay to Sky 83, Allports involved, New Zealand Esports also supporting a great iRacing event. I'm Davo. J-Man, always by my side here for round 11. J-Man, it's getting to the business end.
Yeah, it sure is, Davo. Cheers for the intro. Welcome aboard, everybody. Once again, we are out there ready for action in, Canada. So we are at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
Yes, Montreal.
So,
yes.
Montreal. Great circuit, 4.36 kilometres, 13 turns.
The wall. Is that? Oh, oh. Oh, well.
Separating the times between these drivers, and I don't expect it to be any different in the qualifying session race.
Which is not far away. Yes.
Yeah, read the rules out. Pit exit here. You just got to be really, really careful. Obviously, it comes out on the exit of effectively turn 2 on the run down to 3. So, yeah, the outside line where the track, where they exit onto. Enter onto the track from the pit exit. That one there can be a little bit nerve-wracking if you're at full race pace and engaged in a battle. So 4 chicanes in the track effectively, some slightly tighter than others, but turn 10 tonight will be a hot spot, the hairpin. Go ahead, David.
Yes, J-Man. Sorry. I was distracted. Yes, qualifying, J-Man, as the boys start to roll out there. Out of pits here at Canada, Montreal, Circuit de Jacques Villeneuve, J-Man. And this is going to be a cracker. Big fan, actually, of this circuit. Driven it in multiple different platforms over the years. Yourself, are you a fan of Montreal, my friend?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I am. The place has got a bit of everything. Really fast flowing. You and I were watching earlier, and man, these things do actually look very, very good around here. But yeah, you and I, through various different platforms and different manufacturers of cars, some slower, some faster. But, yeah, GT3s obviously go pretty good around here as well, as you and I both know. And,
Yes.
yeah, no, great piece of racetrack, and obviously it's long enough to really get some good racing down, as we see. I think is that De Graaf and would that be Andrew Dutch together going out pretty early in the session and really chasing each other. So that is interesting already that those two there.
It's these guys working together already. As is, I just see Heathman. I think it's no Kit, Phil Carter. There's a whole row of drivers there, literally just nose to tail warming tyres, J-Man. So these guys on it, as you did just mention. And Archie's excited. You can hear him in the background there, folks. Our MATCHFIT Max, my little parrot, Archie boy. Very happy. And yes, Dion de Graaf and Forbett. Is it Dion de Graaf and Archie, should I say? Yes, across the start finish line. And into the first sector, and into it hardcore, J-Man.
Yeah, they are. They're really attacking the lap early, and obviously just come off the back of a pretty good practice session, and track conditions out there really, really good at the moment. So we'll just try and see what that looks like. Okay, so at the moment, yes, very little wind, 12 kilometres an hour of wind. The track itself, 21 degrees, and obviously you can see it's dry out there, but it's ominous signs. If we start a broadcast, viewers, and Archie is happy, if he is all pumped up, we know we're in for a banger.
We do know we are in for a banger, J-Man. So yeah, Archie's a good gauge to what's going on in the house at MATCHFIT HQ. So Andrew Dart, probably the first car on the road, I would suspect, J-Man.
Yeah, he's got a little traffic coming up ahead of him as he fires it down through.
Oh, big air off the second chicane there, and this will be the first indicative lap time as they come across. 36.9. Yeah. J-Man, Dion just pipping him as well, but there is plenty going on in the background here. Gunston just...
Was that a track cut there for Dutch or something? Because that's not...
maybe. It hasn't registered.
It hasn't registered, so another set of tyres and another stab, but it's still got plenty of time left in this one. What's he got? He's got about 11 and a bit minutes left to run on this one, so still plenty of time for him to go out and do it. But great lap from Dion to get one under the belt and bank one early, and a 36.9 at that too. Season, just the slightest margin. But Lobby now goes to the top on a 36.2.
No surprise, J-Man, to be honest. Performing exceptionally well over the last few weeks. You guys would have seen him out there. Making some big gains in the championship. J-Man's, we've just got eyes on Oxford Smith and teammate, a couple of misfits cars there circulating together. Oh, J-Man, what a great qualifying so far. That is Pepperell, actually, just... we saw back of camera there just pulling off after a stellar lap there, putting himself provisionally on the front row, second behind Darren Lobb, who we just mentioned.
Okay, thanks, RACECRAFTS. I'll get David to have a look. He's been tooting with the buttons in between races, but that's not unusual.
Yes, J-Man's mic was very quiet. I think I've cranked him back up now, so I did notice that. Oh, there's been a lot going on, but we've got him loud and clear, I hope now. J-Man, are you loud and clear, brother?
I sound loud where I'm sitting, mate. But,
Yeah.
hey,
Well, that's all that counts.
We rely on the viewers and the fans, mate. But no, I'm sure all is well, mate. Absolutely. So, yeah, thanks for that. RACECRAFTS, always
Definitely.
good to have you joining in as well.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I'm a supporter of the V8 Supercar NZ Series, the Summer Series, as I just witnessed Dion de Graaf just grabbing plenty of wall. And I think that would have been on the exit. Actually, I don't have my map up. I will sort that out.
As we just pick up on, I think that's Sean McNamara actually in one of the GAMAFLARE / MATCHFIT cars there, / V8 Supercars cars there, just sneaking across the line. Currently, provisionally 13th. Who else is running one of those cars? Is Rian actually? Rian, where is Rian on the list? He is well down the field. We did actually see him in pre-race practice, came in very late and was struggling to find a little bit of clear track to get an indicative time. Maybe having the same problem here in qualifying as we pick up on Gunstone. J-Man, we've seen this car quick as over the last couple of weeks, the South Canterbury removals car. And mind you, it's got a Chevy badge on it, and I think it looks a lot better.
Yep. Q Rehan, you asked where Rehan was. It's good to see him move forward this lap, I think. Yeah, there he goes to P2.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So, definitely worth trying to keep an eye on where these fast guys are. One of those fast guys being Peter Vandenberg, J-Man, who is running down towards the hairpin here for this very, very rapid shoot up the back straight here, which is not a lot of it is actually straight, but they move down it here very quickly. And like we noticed in pre-race, J-Man, some of them tapping off the hard cut there down the end there for quite a few seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just saw... almost looks like he rolled out of this lap here. Maybe a bit of a reset there. But comes down to 8-9 now if you're still on with Pete Vandenberg.
Yeah, so Vandenberg in and out of 2 there, J-Man now. And running up to 3. Very technical first and second sector on this track here. A lot of wall to hit. And it's just like a J-Man called at the top of the broadcast. It is literally a series of chicanes, all at varying different degrees and pace, and all have their own sort of style you've got to attack them at. So, yes, interesting track. Sector 1 and 2, these boys will have their... Mate, we've got nearly 40 cars here tonight. So I just watching 40 cars navigate that tunnel that is Sector 1 and 2 will be interesting, to say the least. J-Man.
Oh, yeah, very much so. And I think that the opening lap is, fingers crossed that we can sort of create some order and the boys can go about their racing. But I tell you what, it is going to be an absolute break train heading down to 1 off the starting grid here tonight, and then I think the full first sector is going to be absolutely hectic, and then out of turn 10 I reckon they probably be pretty sorted by about then and let the battles commence. But just looking at the deltas, a few personal bests going out there. Ross Watson, he is got a couple of greens to his name. Blake Fitz is on a lap as well, that looks to improve. He's currently sitting in P10 at the moment, and also Blake Greenhall with a good sector in Sector 2, so look for a few little improvements coming.
I think Pepperell just getting pipped there by Jones. Michael Jones there just popping that car up onto the second row, pushing the TTR Camaro back into the third row in fifth position.
Yeah, also Dutchy just knocking Rehan off of the front row as well.
There you go.
The second row. So Rehan's responding with magenta sector 1, sector 2. We got a very big lap about to come across the line as he fires it through the final chicane. Up on 2 wheels.
Tidy stuff there, J-Man.
And here we go.
Oh,
36 with a 2.
Whoa.
65.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, slender margins, but look, he did bank a nice lap in there, and we do only have around 4 minutes remaining of the session, so it'll be all about where the lobby decides can he respond. Dutchy, Pepperell, Jones as well. De Graaf, we know De Graaf was going fast in the practice session as well, so he's tucked up in behind. Is that Blake Fitz, actually? I think potentially that...
It is Fitzy. I think the Graph's just tucked in behind there in the bright orange car, J-Man.
Oh, I do like a bit of orange paintwork, you know that, Lavo.
Yeah, no, we don't mind a bit of KTM, or what do they call it if it's a McLaren? A Papaya.
Papaya.
Papaya. Whatever. But yes, orange liveries, awesome stuff. Yeah, so those boys going hard, J-Man. And look, we just watched Rayon run across the start-finish line. That is literally 100th of a second, should I say, between first and second on the front row of the grid there. So these guys mean business.
Yeah, Andrew Dutch is going to get another lap in here as he just navigates through turn 2. Car coming out just to distract him a little on the exit of 2 as he runs down to 3 now. But he will get one more go at this. Just looking there, Blake Fitz, a couple of good sectors, sector 2, sector 3. What that does for Fitz, he's currently 11th. Edgar moves up to 12th.
Just off the roof of Andrew Dutch there, J-Man, just to give you viewers a bit of an indication on the tunnel that is sector 1 and 2 here. Lined with walls. It's actually quite quick, but with the just broken up by these chicanes that all vary slightly in the way they need to be attacked. But a treacherous piece of track, quite technical. Doesn't look too much on paper, but when you've got to try and shred one or 40 of these cars through that tunnel, no mean feat. J-Man tight at the top in qualifying here.
Yeah. So once again, constant improvements going on out there. There's a lot of cars back to pit lane now with obviously the timer running down. But Fitzy on a personal best lap for himself. So it'll be interesting to see what this does. P11 currently in there on a 37.7. See if he makes improvement. It's really, really tidy through the final chicane.
Yeah, high up.
All the power down.
Yeah, nice and high on the wheel lift there too.
Okay, 37.4 now, so he improves, but on the timer, not on the position. He needed to be a 37.2 or better to make the 10 there where Scotty McKenzie currently sits, but might be about 30 seconds away from this one being done. Michael Jones now, he's also on a personal best, I think. Let's see.
So I just noticed and 2 down on the track. There's literally less than 15 seconds to go. I don't think that turns actually. Is he submitted a lap time? Not so. One of the best for jobs.
He's not going to make it back then. He was inside the 10 in the practice session, so
yeah, true that.
Kind of gone his way.
True that, J-Man, and there you go as we wrap up qualifying here. Round 11 in the 2026 Supercars NZ Allports B8 Supercar Summer Series, ladies and gentlemen. That was qualifying. Let's just quickly give you a sneaky peek of the top 10 there. If I click the buttons correctly, that will come up. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about to roll into Heat 1, quick fire, 20-minute race, J-Man. No mucking around here. We have already been calling it right from the top of the broadcast. Very technical first and second sector here at Montreal in Canada. GILLES Villeneuve second. So, yes, plenty going on as the guys start to grid up in preparation. Rian and Darren Lobb on the front row of the grid. That does not actually show at the moment. Dutchy and Pepperell in the background. This is a standing start here, ladies and gentlemen. It is round 11. It is proudly sponsored by GAMAFLARE and Allports. As always here at Supercars NZ in 2026. These guys are going to go green any moment. There's Rian's car on the grid. Now just waiting, I think, for Darren Lobb's car. These guys in and out, mucking around with the setups, just making sure they got everything sorted out. It's gonna get hectic very quickly here, J-Man. A lot to play for here at Supercars NZ. These guys always got plenty going on.
Yeah, these front two, as we see the lights go out, it'll be real important about who gets down to turn one first, as we see.
Oh, Lobby, big sideways prep rolls coming through the field already. So a little bit of a mistake from Lobby, uncharacteristic, J-Man, but a little bit of a slippery start there.
And the guys have done fantastic from what I can see going through.
J-Man, whoa. Is next level. It is not over yet. They're only half through the tunnel. I tell ya, look as they come down here. I think we have got eyes on Shane McNamara's car just tucked in behind. Let's get a roof cam of McNamara tucked in behind Blake Fitz, Gunstone and McKenzie there. Coming down to this, what is this, the third or the fourth chicane? Yeah. Back into the second sector. Look at that tidy stuff from Fist and Gunstone there, J-Man.
Yeah, impressive stuff. And look, there is a breakaway of 4 cars at the front now. So you've got Rihan, Darren Lobb, Russell Pepperell, Andrew Dutch have all just broken away slightly now. Great start to this race. So they are into it. And then obviously going back, we've got Dion de Graaf chasing down Mike Jones.
So a little bit of a mishap. We'll just pick up on this. This is Carwood down at the hairpin there. Looked like, oh, there's a few of the Mustangs there looking for the same bit of track. And it didn't equate as those boys realign themselves and lobby pass round. Who is he? They're side by side, J-Man. Pepperell right there.
At the race Wall of Champions.
Wow. Pepperell chasing this battle. This is next level. Through 1 and 2, through 3 and 4, through this little flip-flop here, down to the next chicane. This one actually cuts back on itself a little bit. You can see the car speed slow, and then trying to get the power down. Up this little short chute. Nice work. Little breakaway, like you said, J-Man, those 4. But Lobb not happy to sit in the second spot there, as we just saw at the start of this lap here. Let's This is still not over. This is the Vandenberg McNamara.
McNamara and down the inside at 10.
Look at these boys go for it. Oh!
It just shows you that wide line. He managed to get all the power down and grab that back because there was clear overlap there for McNamara.
And these guys, like we keep talking about this, first heat, oh, McNamara into the pit lane.
Yep.
Just looking over the rear wing there, looked like he was going off, but he wasn't. He wasn't. So I think Blake Fitz also, Heath Barn and a few other guys also stuck into the pits there. J-Man, 40 cars on track here tonight, viewers.
These front two are really putting on a real display at the moment. That's Rehan, and Darren Long, bumper to bumper.
As the cloud cover comes over a little bit, the sky's darkened. Pepperell in there, J-Man in the TTR Chevy. Good to see the TTR brand out there.
Yeah.
As always, sporting a Chevy badge. Nice work. What is going on in the background here? That is State Street in a bit of clean air, but it's Jones and DeGraff here, side by side. Big pack stretch a little bit.
Rehan's slowing. Drops back to 4. Not sure what happened there.
So we'll just try and pick up on the replay here. We're going back a little. Let's have a look at what's going on. So Rian looks like he's allowed Log Pass.
Yep.
And Pepperell, he's literally just got off. I wonder whether that's a hardware issue there, J-Man. So all three of those boys just sail on through.
Yeah, look, he's straight back up to pace as he starts to really put some pressure on Dutchy, and he's going to send it down there already. So maybe he's just seeing what the car operates like in a little bit of traffic. Is he that good? He just decided to. Yeah, I tell you what. Lobby was all over the back of him, so it'd be interesting to see what he can do if he manages to get past Russell Pepperell and then get on the back. They're operating at 10 tenths at the moment. They are going very, very quick. 37 2 last lap for Rehan, and obviously the other boys very close in the low 37s as well. So patient. Throttle out of 10 for these drivers is just looking through. But did see a couple of cars, as you mentioned, go to pits. We saw McNamara in the pits. I also saw Philly and Toon in the pits.
I got
few damaged panels out there.
We got Fitz in, and I think
it was a slowdown.
It was Kitcher. Oh, Kitcher. Look at Kitcher's cars. We just scroll back a little bit here. Running in 34th position. No front on that Chevy at all.
Yeah, so just to re-clarify, Laz just tuned in there. Good to have you on board, mate, watching the young fella do the business. He was very, very quick out there. Unfortunately, got a slowdown, and that was what it equated to was
because
when it's that close, 4 guys go through. 3 guys, sorry.
Yeah. Over the rear wing of Luke Monroe's car here, J-Man.
Yep.
Oh, that was Pete Vandenberg in the pits. It looked like he might have actually had a technical error there. That car glitched a couple of times, and then Pete spots here, because look what's going on in behind this. In behind Sean McNamara, you can see it clearly over the rear wing. So Leon Fox, Stephen Adams, and Robbie Bradbury are going hard at it, and in the background.
Yeah, that's a good battle going on. And who was that? Rob Carter with a drive through. I think possibly at the hairpin. So,
Oh, there's something going on there. A couple of cars off. They're out of that last chicane there. I'm not sure what's going on off track. Quick fire race here, as always in the heat race on a Tuesday night with Supercars NZ in their 2026 Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Don't forget, AutoServe, weekly sponsor here tonight. So heads up to AutoServe. Get over there, Google that stuff if you're in the area. Those boys can help you out. So look, just a couple of changes of positions actually going on in the background here, J-Man.
Yep.
I think that's
past and soon.
And I think that's Carwood into the pit lane there as well. Phil Antoon, so that was Gerard past, was it?
Yes. And Heath Parlett putting some good pressure on Dylan Radford at the moment as well. So those boys in the prime position. Actually, it's Shane Edgar, obviously in the top spot for the reverse 15 for the feature race. So the 240 car looking in a strong position. And just a clear gap, too much for him up the road to Heath Parlett. Yeah, back to the front. Rayhan really going to work on the back of Russell Pepperell at the moment.
Well, yeah, already dispatched Dutchy there, J-Man, obviously in the background while we weren't watching. But, yeah, definitely going to work on Pepperell now at the moment. Pepperell will be feeling that pressure. A little bit of a gap back to Stone Street. This is the next battle here between Stone Street and De Graaf. And we know De Graaf. He will not. He's relentless on the attack. So, he will be busy there. As we just get a bit of free advertising maybe on screen there for something. Michael Jones. Also, with a whole bunch of Roger Foreman and Scott McKenzie, the teammates in the Misfits cars there, chasing him. Got to go back a little bit to see Gunstone in the South Canterbury car with Greenhole in tow. Is that an out of position car? That must be an out of position car between himself and Greenhole. Then it's Carter, Radford. And look at this gaggle of mid-pack. It's Martell, Edgar, Turner, Callahan. It's all going on. And that's, look, that I didn't even get to 19th there. There is 40 cars on a track here, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty going on
Rayhan,
all the way through the field here.
Sorry, mate. Rayhan through on Russell Pepperell as well.
There you go. We will get a replay of that. We're just going to pick up on this one first as we just watch McCall getting it all locked up down into the hairpin there. Keeps the car pointing in the right direction. And letting a sneaky Phil Antoon pass in the process. Maybe somebody else there as well. Anyway, here we go. Let's get to the Rian. Here we go, down the inside. Here it is, at the hairpin. No surprise. We called this the beginning of the broadcast, J-Man. That was going to be a hot spot for the passing here at Canada. And it has delivered so far. Time is running down, though, ladies and gentlemen. Only
a couple laps left in this one.
Definitely.
Yeah, they'll get. I believe they will make it back round for a second after they complete this one, the next one. And I think, based on my time, I think we will be close.
So movers and
However,
shakers, J-Man, Dale Callahan, up 12 positions. Thank you very much. Nice work with Radford, actually, Dylan Radford just up in front of him there, also up 9 positions. So those two boys definitely found themselves in the right place at the right time. J-Man, what do you got?
Antoon up a fair old chunk as well, obviously with that less than ideal qualifying session.
Yes, worthy of a mention.
Around 10 or so spots as well. So pretty good effort there from the MatchFit Motorsport GAMAFLARE driver as well. So we've got one there, and then obviously we do have Rayhan obviously really starting to put the heat on now on Lobby. Watch that timer.
Look, we've got to focus on this a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because these guys literally go into attack mode in these last couple of laps here. I'd say we're going to get one more. Yes, definitely one more out of this.
Yep.
And around. Moving and shake. Give it Lobby plenty to think about.
Look at the distance there under brakes.
Woo.
Just closes right in. Super accurate on the throttle is the 79 car, Rayhan, just to get as close as he can, coming down the straight, sit in the toe, and be right in the mix for the final lap. But look at the draft here. They'll run out of gear ratio almost there. Lobby tips it in. A little sideways for both of them, but look how tight this is. Where is the hot spot? We know how good he is down to 10, but does he have a crack earlier? Fires it down the inside. Lobby knows he's there. He's going to try and live on the outside so that he can get right to this next corner. And it's a long way around there. Rayhan gave it a good go. He won't give up on that yet. He will keep at it.
And both these boys around particularly needs to be aware that Pepperell is right there. Like the slightest of slips, and that TTR Camaro is definitely past.
Yeah, nice placement on the car there for Rayhan. He just literally put the car on the inside to make Lobby think about it, and Lobby held his nerve and took the race line. So he'll just keep him guessing here. See if he can. Oh, a little tag there.
Bit of gizzing, J-Man.
Yeah, and that just pulls Russell just that much closer again, as they're both off the throttle at a time. They probably would have been picking the throttle up. Oh, and look at that in front of.
That's one of the out of position cars there. That's put Lob. Lob's just distracted there, just ever so slightly, J-Man.
You can see the front damage
on Rayhan's car there from that hit earlier on, and another tax there.
Yeah,
whoa!
There was overlap there, and Lobby didn't see it, and that was nearly terminal as they come through the final corner. Rayhan look for try and get a run here, but they go through very even. Russell Pepperell right there as well. So this is your podium: 1, 2, 3. Lobby, Rayhan Leonard, and Russell Pepperell come through. Spectacular. Dutchie comes through for 4th.
Look at the 4 of them there, all in camera shot together. You could throw a blanket over that lot. For the whole race, J-Man, for the whole 20 minutes. Wow. Very, very good race. Up the pointy end there. Wow, just wow. Plenty of guys still rolling across the start. In the background, Monroe pass, Patel, Paulette pass, Smith, White, Adams, Bradbury across the start finish line, Fox, Watson and Gerard actually just coming out of that final chicane with Phil and 2 in tow. Kitcha. We saw that car badly damaged earlier. Carwood, Monroe, McNamara well down the field there in 31st. Thomas McCall And the list goes on. J-Man, Vaughan Joyce, Heath Marn, Chris Thomas, Blake Fitz, Hogan, Shripton, Jeff Horgan, Steve Darren, Race Steward, which I suspect is a race steward. Just quietly. So maybe 39. Wow, what a finish to that race. No surprise, J-Man, to see that unfold that way we just saw it.
Yeah, no, fantastic stuff. And yeah, shout out to everyone tuning in as well. Good to have Laz in the comms, as well as Firthy and Jensen Bade. That's not good to hear, and to see Laz just posting up there that, yeah, not bad for a guy who got hit by a car on Friday. So that is not ideal for Rehan, but look, it hasn't altered his speed at all. And who else?
No concussion there, J-Man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just going to say. That's the trophy tracks, take the track.
And kia ora to Blue Division. Good to have you tuning in, mate. It's always good to see plenty of Kiwi support.
Definitely. Oh, good support from all of our viewers. J-Man, look, we've got viewers. Yes, definitely. Hit the like and subscribe. If you haven't, or if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe and the notifications. But hit the like button and obviously support MatchFit and Supercars NZ and our sponsors by doing so. J-Man, talking about sponsors, we do have to talk about, we've got a giveaway, I think, quizzes with Flair on board again with Supercars NZ throughout, well, should I say again, but yeah, throughout 2026 here, giving away some awesome prizes, as you can see on the screen there. So whip your phones out, ladies and gentlemen. Get a link to that that QR there, and you too can go into the draw for a Mazda R3 bundle, or 6 monthly iRacing subs, or 50. You can read it all there, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are just flicking the cash out, and some awesome prizes. Obviously, definitely worth getting the phone out, scanning that, and we will give a big thank you to Quizzes with Flag. Yes, J-Man, we are just about to go again.
Jump on. Safety trucks are out for a run, apparently.
Oh, yes, safety trucks are out in the background as well, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I got that in me. I don't know yet. Anyway, we are going to thank GAMAFLARE, obviously. We are going to thank... who else we thank? Oh, Sky 83, who broadcasts our stuff, delayed broadcast on the weekend over at Face TV, Sky 83. Awesome guys over there. And our weekly sponsor, don't forget Auto Serve, ladies and gentlemen. I think the link's in the description. Maybe they're not. I need to work on my link game, J-Man. But either way, get in touch. Auto Serve, weekly sponsor here, round 11 in Supercars NZ's 2026 Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Get involved. This is over next week. So, sign up now for the next series, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, points, J-Man, quickly. No, we're going to go to race. We are literally going to go to race. So
lights are out. And Daryl Callaghan got the box seat with obviously the reverse top 15, so he gets a good clean getaway, very good getaway actually over Ridley Turner, Dylan Radford, Phil Carpenter, Scotty McKenzie.
Oh, it's all going on in the background there. So plenty going on already here. It is only just and look at this field of cars. It is still elbows out stuff in the background here. So through the tunnel. They didn't even get to the tunnel, J-Man, and it was on. They didn't even get to turn 2, but no surprise.
Safety car, Dave.
No surprise. No surprise.
Come out.
Okay, that might give us a chance just to quickly scan back here and see where that all started. It might have been... Oh, it might have been Gunstones. Might have been right in the thick. Let's get a load of this. Oh, it's one of the Misfits cars, totally missing his brake mark, getting in to the top 3, and it is chaos from then on. Literally, look at that scene, ladies and gentlemen. There has got to be 8 or 10 cars in amongst that. And look at as the boys drive away, there is a few more. Maybe just add that up. That might be maybe 12 cars affected by that incident. So scary stuff. We will get another maybe look at it. Let's get over the back here. Nowhere to go, and it just gets worse. It's worse.
Leaderboard's still on the screen, Davo.
Wow. There you go.